Hi, I'm Genevieve, and this is the Hollywood Life. From Marilyn Monroe and Betty Davis to Paul Newman and Lucille Ball, Luke Yankee grew up around some of the biggest stars the world has ever known. See how the son of one of Hollywood's royalty finds his own way into the spotlight.
I'm Luke Yankee. I'm an actor, director, playwright, author, producer. I'm probably missing something in there, but those are the main ones at the moment anyway. I started out studying acting at Juilliard and then really started directing in community theater and realized that I was wearing shoes that fit for the first time. So for a number of years while I was still doing the acting stuff, I was also cutting my teeth as a director and sort of went back and forth for a number of years between assistant directing on Broadway, people like Hal Prince and Ellis Rabb and Gerald Friedman and really some of the top directors in America, and doing my own things in church basements and wherever they would have me at first. Then moved out to the West Coast to pursue film and television and found myself running one of the biggest musical theaters in the country within a year's time, which was the Long Beach Civic Light Opera. Where my mother was never the leading lady. I mean, she was always the second banana, but as a result, she worked all the time and worked with a lot of incredible stars. Some of the things she was best known for, she did Bus Stop with Marilyn Monroe. She was Mary Tyler Moore's Aunt Flo in the old Mary Tyler Moore Show. She was Diane Keaton's mother in the First Wives Club. She was the alcoholic mother in The Bad Seed. She won 2 Emmys, 4 honorary doctorates. She was inducted into the Theater Hall of Fame, and of course won the Academy Award for Butterflies Are Free in 1973. As a little boy, I just would love to sit at her feet at these cocktail parties where she would be sharing stories about her career with the likes of Doris Roberts or Teresa Wright or Mary Tyler Moore. So I would just sit there like a sponge and lap up all of these incredible stories. And after she passed away, as my brothers and I were going through her house and sorting through all of this memorabilia from a 50-year career in show business, my brothers would say, Luke, what's this picture? And I'd say, oh, well, that's from that time Mom was hanging out on the set with Clark Gable. Well, when was Mom ever on a set with Clark Gable? And I would tell the story. And I suddenly realized I was the only one who knew all of these stories. Since I was the keeper of the flame and the only one who knew them, if I didn't do something to chronicle them, they would be lost forever. I got some of these photographs and scanned them and some video clips, and I got about 6 or 7 of my favorite theater-savvy friends. I did this very crude presentation in the living room, and then I said, guys, do I have anything here? And they said, Luke, you're sitting on a gold mine. Take it, run with it, develop it. And that was how Diva Dish came to be. The piece really started as me sitting on a stool telling stories. Well, now I actually take on the persona of Marlene Dietrich, of Ethel Merman, of Marilyn Monroe, of Paul Newman, and I sort of become all of these people. And it took someone with as much insight and as much sensitivity to me as John Squalia to help me find that.
I started out in New York. I grew up in New York and moved to Los Angeles in the 70s. Some of the shows I've directed for television were Roseanne, Archie Bunker's Place, 5 Mrs. Buchanan's, Amen, Married with Children, number of shows. And on the 5 Mrs. Buchanan's came to know Luke because his mother was the star of that show. It was really a very brave thing to reconsider his life and to experience it again, to remember it all.
There's so many things about Luke himself and his show Diva Dish that touched me. Primarily his relationship with his mother and what it meant. And not so much that she was this big movie star and, you know, had all these movie stars around her, but just that relationship he had with her. These special moments she created for him and how it shaped his life and how he still shares those with us.
It's a difficult thing. Any of us who have gone back and tried to remember our lives know how difficult it can be to be honest about it and truthful with ourselves and our experiences.
She said to her doctor, I just want to make it through Christmas. Oh, you'll live to see Easter. Honey, I just want to make it through Christmas. I would definitely have to say my most creative project so far was writing the book, Just Outside the Spotlight, because it's something I've been talking about doing probably since I was about 14 years old. Since my mother always played the best friend of, or was kind of, as I said before, the second banana, she was always the one just outside the spotlight. But, of course, the larger meaning is that I was just outside of her spotlight. So finding my own identity and finding my own voice took a while.
Seeing him develop as a writer has been very exciting because he began with something personal and simple that was his life, his memories, his childhood. And then he continued to write other things. He co-authored a play, Saving a Place at Forest Lawn, and he also has most recently written a new play called The Jesus Hickey.
It's so difficult to really imagine where things are going. I've been on this incredible journey, this incredible roller coaster ride that was nothing like what I expected. Sometimes, after people will come and see Diva Dish, they'll come backstage and they'll say, what an incredible life you've had. And I'll just say, yes, thank you very much, and I'm still having it.
I'm Genevieve, and this has been The Hollywood Life.